I'll be. Welcome to another Gorilla Gospel. And as you can see, we chilling. And right now we're going into Luke. And this is Luke 16. And we are at verse 26. Chapter 16, verse 26. And it says this, y'all. It says, and besides all this, between us and you, there are a great mixture, a great gulf mix, all right, fix, so that those who want to pass from here to you cannot, nor can those from there pass to us. All right, and forgive me on that because we're living in the dark right now. It's cold. I'm underneath the covers. But what he's going on right there, chapter 16, verse 26, is he telling a tale about a man who was rich. He died. There was a poor man also who died also. His name was Lazarus. And the rich guy, the king, he was really cruel to Lazarus. Because he was a bum. He was begging. And he would never appreciate the fact that there's hurting people out here. So just be kind as much as you can a little bit. Don't be taken for a fool. But anyways, with chapter 26, with verse 26 hits on is this fixture, this gulf fixture. Now, when the king died, he was tormented. His soul was tormented, trapped in this fixture is what he's talking about, this gulf fixture, man. All right. To where he couldn't cross over to them and they couldn't cross over to him. Because he asked Abraham. All right. Now this is in Luke, so this is in Jesus' time that he's so that they telling this, but they're way back when this happened. Okay. And he asked them to send Lazarus to dip his fingertip into some water and come and give him some healing. And Abraham told him, nah, bruh. When you had a chance to be nice to somebody, you didn't. And so now you found your fate caught in this mixture, this gulf mixture, this fixture over here, bruh, that's wedged between us. And a lot of people got their take on this fixture thing. I heard them talk about this a couple of times in church, but I could never grasp hold to it because there wasn't no dwelling for me with the Lord at the moment. I was still too busy caught up in my situations. But still, it clung to me. It clutched to me, whatever it clenched. But anyways, let's look at it. In reality, you have the poor and you have the rich. And they can't cross boundaries. You barely see the rich do anything with the poor, and you barely see the poor do anything with the rich. But that was like our first tell when I said, don't be rich and high-mighty and talk down on somebody, for God will snatch you from up there and put you lower than them. But don't be poor and mad at the man that's rich, for a boulder will roll down and crush you. See? Because it also says that the poor and the rich has this in common. God made them both, which means we are all human beings in the Lord's eye, no matter if we're rich or poor. And if you are rich and you know how to handle money and manage the economy and everything, do it in the Lord's eyes. Do the work of the Lord. Don't be greedy. I mean, it's good to get money if that's what it takes to, you know what I'm saying, so to say, run the world, which The world don't run off of money. It it does its thing on its own. But anyways, we do. But this fixture, let's get back to it. Right in our right in our lifetime, we cannot cross paths on each other. The rich stay on their side of the fence and the poor stay on their side of the fence. You dig? No matter what color you are. But we got all this hate going on, but we live right around the corner from each other and we hate each other. We stay separated. But just don't know the biggest fixture they got spiritually is after death. When you die, how you died on that side of the fence is how you end up. You did not want to come to God in your reality. You did not want to show any kind of courtesy or love to your brothers and sisters. And so that's the same rule. So it's kind of like that cry now, laugh, that laugh now, smile now, cry later kind of deal. You know, it's all fun and dandy, it's all kicks. You're having so much fun, yeah. But later, and you're not looking at it because later is out of your realm. It's out of your misery. And you believe that there's nothing gonna happen after this. There's nothing after this. There wasn't nothing before this. Remember that. You spiritually came to this world. Okay? You came from a little bitty deal and you had a tail at the same time. You was born with a tail. But if you don't think there's nothing after this, then your very existence don't exist because there wasn't nothing before this. But what you went through, God carried you through it, hoping you would do right with it. Just like he trusted in a lot of other people, like Saul, the first king. The first king turned away and he told everybody, he said, you don't want a king because all he's going to do is trick you. He's going to trick you out. He's going to pimp you. He's going to sell you out. And that's just what he did for gold and everything. He sold his own people out. And that just continues. People misuse the Bibles for their own gain. And trickery is one of their biggest gain. But when it comes to this mixture, this fixture that he's talking about, you have to understand something. If you don't cross over now and try to gain a relationship with God, you don't have to be a fool like some people think you're supposed to be and give up all your stuff and all that. That was at Jesus' time when it came to being a preacher. But when it comes to being a rich person and doing the work of God to help people that's poor and all that type of stuff, that's what you need to do then. That's your position as a true follower of God. Don't be taken for a fool. Cross over. All right? And get a relationship going with God as you do the work of God. But don't be a fool either. Because a lot of people over here, they're going to be tossed on that other side in spirituality also. Because, you know what I'm saying? In reality, they are poor and they're on their side of the fence with the rich. But at the same time, they're going to end up on that side of the realm where they can't get a fingertip of water just because they were still stuck in their foolishness, not crossing over to God also. So that's the deal. And we're going to end it right there when it comes to our wedge in between God and his children. Cross over, brothers and sisters. That's rich or poor. And that's Guerrilla Gospel. I love y'all. One.